Growing Garden is in big trouble. It's something you guys have probably heard a lot inside of clickbait videos. But no, it genuinely is in a lot of trouble, and we need to talk about this. Because a lot of people have been carried away by the admin abuses, the crazy new pets that we got this weekend, but nobody is questioning the fact that the economy of this game is absolutely cooked. And now you might be like, oh, economy this, economy that, who cares, right? Look, I'm the same way, bro. I don't care. It's just a game at the end of the day, but this might very well be the downfall of Growing Garden. Because other games have suffered the same fate, and in today's video, I'm going to be covering every single thing you guys need to know so you are prepared. And hopefully, one of the devs watches this video and they are actually working on a solution. Before we start though, if you guys could drop a like and subscribe, that'd be really appreciated. We're trying to get to 400k, hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into this. So, first things first, I want to go ahead and talk about a few things in Growing Garden. A few things that bother me. Right now, go to the comments right now and tell me what this number is. I bet most of you are counting the zeros right now because nobody knows. Look, it would take me a minute just to figure out what number this actually is. And that's the problem, guys. Growing Garden has hit such a insane inflation that people don't even know how much money they actually have. For reference, guys, with the amount of money I have, which is going to be 163,098, 012, 700, 996, 760, 000. Dude, my calculator can't even fit it. Nah, that's a joke, brother. Okay, I finally managed to do it. So this is approximately how much money I have. That word. Let's divide that by 10 billion, which is going to be 10 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zeros. This is the cost of a Grandmaster Sprinkler, if I'm not wrong. And let's see how many Grandmaster Sprinklers I can buy. This is how many Grandmaster Sprinklers I can buy with the amount of money I have. If I'm not wrong, I believe the Grandmaster Sprinkler is one of the most expensive items in the entire game. And guys, getting this money was not difficult. It really was not difficult. I've seen multiple people with the amount of money I have. In fact, there's someone in my server with more money than I have. 5 times more money than I have. Yeah, the economy of Growing Garden is extremely cooked. Because if I can buy this many amount of Grandmaster Sprinklers, what number even is this, bro? That's 16 billion. If I can buy 16 billion Grandmaster Sprinklers, guys, 16 billion Grandmaster Sprinklers. Let that sink in for a second. That's how many I can buy. I bet 16 million Grandmaster Sprinklers haven't even been sold from the shop. That's how many I can buy. The game's cooked. The game is absolutely cooked. And now you might be wondering, why has this happened? Well, guys, there's 2 major reasons. Reason number 1 is most likely going to be because of duping. I'm not talking about dupe glitching. No. I'm talking about genuine duping in the game. If you guys did not know, we have this extremely broken pet in the game called a raccoon. And what this guy does is he dupes plants in your game. For example, oh my god, he's giving me a thank you. See what I mean? The economy of the game's cooked, bro. He's just giving me one of these. Give this away. I will, good sir. If you guys want to win a queen bee, join my Discord server right now. We're going to be hosting a giveaway in an hour of this video being posted. Free queen bee, if you guys want it. Hey, shout out to Ethan. He's one of my mods, by the way. But as I was saying, let's say I have a massive bone blossom in my garden. I'm simply gonna hop onto my ult account, get my raccoon on my ult account, and infinitely steal that massive bone blossom from my main garden. And instead of just getting one massive bone blossom by, simply clicking E and then collecting it, now I'm gonna get infinite bone blossoms that are absolutely massive with trillions and trillions of shekels, simply because of this one pet. And this can easily be solved, like making the raccoon not being able to steal the same pet twice. But the developers of Growing Garden don't want to do this. And it baffles me as to why. Why don't they want to do this? This is a simple fix. This is a simple nerf that would fix the game a lot. In fact, they should have never let the economy get this bad because it's gonna keep getting bad, guys. It's not gonna get any better after this. People are gonna try and get better and better plants. Which brings me on to my second issue with the game right now. Duped pets. Not only are people using raccoons to steal, they are using duplicated raccoons to steal. How do I know this? Because sites like eBay.com are selling these raccoons at a concerning rate. Guys, 700 raccoons already sold for $4. And that's just one person. We have one guy that sold 1,000 of them, another guy that sold 1,400 of them. And I guarantee you, bro, most of these are duplicated. Most of these aren't actually properly obtained because, as we know, this has been confirmed by devs, there have been multiple dupe glitches in Grow a Garden that have let you duplicate pets. Now, of course, these pets have been wiped from people's inventories. At least that's what I've heard. I'm not sure if that's true, guys, but look, we'll never know. We never know how many duplicated raccoons are floating around in the economy of Grow a Garden. But this pet is single-handedly destroying Grow a Garden. This, and of course, the kitsune, whatever the hell it's called. These duplication pets are absolutely getting misused in Grow a Garden, and it is destroying the economy. And of course, if the economy of a game is absolutely insane, newer players are gonna have a harder time actually getting rich, which obviously means they are not gonna play the game. And this is where the problem starts. If everyone gets extremely rich, and even if they go ahead and nerf the raccoon now, people who just started last week aren't gonna have the same opportunities as we had to make this number right here. There is nobody who is able to make this number without this raccoon pet. I can guarantee that to you guys. And once again, that is the issue. So what is the solution? I know I've been going on about the issue, blah, 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 blah. Solution number one, delete everything. Just start off with a new currency, delete everything. This is gonna piss off a lot of people, and I don't think this is a good solution. Nobody abused a glitch to get this money. This is a feature that's in the game. People got this money legitimately. So if you go ahead and patch this method, or nerf this method, whatever you want to call it, people are gonna get upset, especially people who didn't make the same amount of money as others who started doing this earlier. So this solution, not good at all. Solution number two, add a rebirth system. Now this might actually be a good solution. I feel like this one might actually be feasible. People might want to rebirth. But once again, it's such an overdone feature. So many simulator games and tycoon games have a rebirth system in them. I feel like once again, people are not gonna like this feature, and people are gonna say, oh, this game's just becoming like Pet Simulator, which, let's be honest, everyone's already saying that. Cough, 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 cough. And solution number three is to make everything else in the game expensive. What do I mean by this? Well, if you go over to the seed shop, as you guys can see, seeds started off by being worth like 100k, 200k, a million shekels, and now we're moving up to 80 million shekels. And yeah, this is basically just cooked because the economy is cooked, guys. If I'm not wrong, just a few weeks ago, the most expensive seed in the entire game, the beanstalk, was 10 million shekels, which to me was insane. Guys, when the beanstalk came out, 10 million shekels was like crazy money. For reference, that's how much the candy blossom was worth, 10 million shekels, and that was like insane amounts of money. Most people could not afford that. But now 80 million is the new normal, and that's not even a lot of money. Like, to me, that's like, it wouldn't even make a difference in my inventory, bro. That's the kind of money people have now. So yeah, the solution right now is to just make everything else expensive, and that is what the developers of Grow a Garden are going with. They are making everything in the game slightly more expensive. Not slightly, a lot more expensive. Once again, something like the level up lollipop, if I'm not wrong, is like 10 billion shekels or something. This thing is like 1 billion shekels, and guys, 1 billion shekels used to be insane just 4 weeks ago. I hope I'm making sense here. I hope what I'm saying is actually concerning, because if we start making everything expensive in the game, then once again, what about the new players? What about the players that just started playing yesterday? They are the ones that are gonna have issues, because tell me what new player has 10 billion shekels to spend on a Grandmaster Sprinkler. They're gonna have to get help from other people who actually have money. And if someone donates them 100 trillion shekels, why on earth are they gonna play the game? So yeah, Grow a Garden is in huge trouble. Now, the next thing I want to go ahead and talk about, moving away from the economy, is the admin abuses. During admin abuses, we get a lot of stuff. Like, just for reference, guys, in yesterday's admin abuse, I got 16 Grandmaster Sprinklers. That's actually insane. 16 Grandmaster Sprinklers in a day, guys. I'm never gonna have to worry about Grandmaster Sprinklers again, bro. Not at least for another few weeks. And that's the issue. If someone did not have the money to buy 16 Grandmaster Sprinklers, they missed this entire opportunity. We also got like 30-ish Master Sprinklers, which is insane. Look at the amount of Master Sprinklers I have. Bro, it's cooked. Everything is cooked. But I'm not even talking about the stock getting absolutely, like, insanely stocked. Once again, I have, like, what? How many beanstalk seeds do I have? Guys, I have 43 beanstalk seeds. I got, like, 30 of them in a day. No, I'm not even talking about all of this. I'm talking about the fact that Jandal is gonna have to keep on making these events bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because more and more people are relying on these events to get these insane loot. Like, let's be honest, all of us join admin abuses so we can get this crazy reward. And how crazy can these rewards get until the game starts feeling a little bit stale? Have you guys noticed how angry people get every single time the admin abuse Jandal does is not as good? Yeah, that anger is gonna turn into frustration, and that frustration is gonna turn into people not playing Growy Garden anymore. And look, man, I really like this game, but the approach they are taking, trying to make the game bigger and bigger, it's not worked in the past and it is not gonna work in the future, so I really hope they get some sort of solution and try and fix this. Once again, I'm no game developer, so honestly, I have no idea how they're gonna fix this. They've gone so far down into this rabbit hole, there might not be a fix anymore. And if you guys think I'm lying and making this up, people have already started quitting the game. If we go ahead and go over to Rollymalls, which basically tracks the amount of people that play Growy Garden, check this out, this is Growy Garden a few months ago when it got released, you know, June, July, but in August the game started dipping, and you wanna know why it started dipping? Because of the economy. Did you notice how the economy started inflating and the game started dipping at the same time? Maybe maybe it's not a coincidence. And yeah, Growy Garden hit one of its lowest player counts in months because of this. Check this out, 1.3 million players playing at the same time. It's its lowest. And of course, the player count went up after they announced the new admin war. But how long is this gonna stay? Like, you tell me, this was a small little hype event. How long is it gonna stay? This is when the Beanstalk event released, which is really good, and this is when the admin war released. So once again, I want to ask the players of Growy Garden, how long do you think this high is gonna last? How long do you think Jandal can make events that are bigger and bigger? Something needs to be fixed and someone needs to talk about it. In fact, we all need to talk about it. If you guys have any solutions, please let me know in the comments down below. In fact, no, don't let me know in the comments down below. Head over to the Growy Garden official Discord server, go over to suggestions and write down your suggestions right here so the developers of the game can actually see these solutions. Once again, no hate to the developers of the game, guys. They are working extremely hard, and once again, managing a game that is this big, trying to satisfy people that are this big. No game in Roblox history has gotten this sort of success. So yeah, there is a lot of pressure on the developers, but they need to do something about this right now, or Growy Garden is gonna become history. Hopefully, this game doesn't suffer the same fate as something like Fish. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Once again, like, subscribe, we're trying to get to 400k. Peace out.